Just a couple of questions. Is there any significance to Perry's joint?
Yeah, so Perry's Joint is now a Northwest Pasadena staple. I didn't realize it growing up, or maybe right after high school, because I've been out of high school for 20 years. But Perry's has been here for 15, 20 years. And so it's a place that a lot of high school students in the area come to get sandwiches for lunch or snacks after school. And I started coming here when I graduated college to have coffee. My family lives nearby. And so my wife actually would walk down with the kids when they were younger. We live a little bit further north now, but still on Lincoln. So
That's nice. That's nice. First off, thank you for coming in. It's an honor to have you here at St. Francis. You went to St. Francis, correct?
I did. Class of 2000.
Oh, nice.
So again, man, I still feel like a kid sometimes. I still feel very much like a student. I'm a lifetime learner now, but it's been 20 years since I graduated.
And what brought you back to St. Francis?
I never left. So Mr. Moran jokes and Mr. DePalma would kind of joke around. I never left because my last year of high school and my first year of college were really critical, and St. Francis embraced me at that point, and I've always felt like I have to give back in one way or another.
That's good. What led you back to St. Francis? What did you do after high school, and what brought you back?
Sure. I think I mentioned it a second ago when we were talking about that first year of college and the last year of high school being major for me. So between those 2 years, I was diagnosed with leukemia. Yeah. So if you want to know what brought me back to St. Francis, it was St. Francis. The Mothers Guild, the football team, the faculty and staff.
So if you could talk about Director of Diversity, your position at St. Francis, what does that entail? What are you doing personally with the students and faculty to introduce that into campus?
At its core, it's just reinforcing what you guys have already been taught, but making it an established program. So Link Leaders, welcome freshmen. We got the 16 Virtues. That wasn't around when I was here. And then we have the retreat program. So the Director of Diversity, the way I see it, is bringing all those things that we already have together and packaging it in a way that you understand the importance of diversity. So St. Francis, the board of directors, the administration thinks that it's critically important that as we develop and shape the future leaders of America, you all know what it means to be in a diverse environment. Diverse in religion, diverse in race, gender, orientation, right? These are things that when you leave St. Francis, although we've created this safe space for you to exist in, they're gonna come flooding in at you. And so because of my experience at the time that I was at St. Francis, having this kind of duality of living here but going to school in La Cañada, and my wife's experience going to another private Christian school and then going out and seeing the world and saying, whoa, this isn't the world that I knew. Both of us private school for most of our lives, it's a rude awakening. And so understanding how to talk to women, understanding how to use compassion, understanding that you may have a boss that doesn't look like you or believe what you believe, but that you're rooted in what we taught you here as a student, but you're also open to other ideas. The world religion class for me was huge when I was here. It's probably one of the classes that I think about and talk about most often because it gave me a perspective of everything else that was out there. And it's one of the beautiful things about St. Francis. All right, it's a 5-minute ride. I'll show you guys where I used to walk from my house to the boys club. It's like around the corner. Okay. Right here. It's now Options for Learning. It's in the front and the boys club is behind it. But that was my walk down Lincoln across Montana. And it was basically staying out of off the major streets. Because the neighborhood's changed, man. It wasn't this quiet growing up. It was pretty active is the word that we use in urban terms. There's a lot of activity. Take the best way there. she's working 2 jobs or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
And Boys Club in the summertime, in particular, was the best option for us. Walk down, go to Boys Club, stay here all day, and some days she picked me up. Other days I would take my same walk home.